Hey everybody, Emilio Survive here, and this is a review on the Springfield 1911A1 Milspec model in stainless. This gun isn't exactly true to history, but I mean hence the very nice 3-dot sights that the original 1911s did not have. It does have a spur hammer and plain grain beaver tail and this arched mainspring housing, which I actually enjoy. I enjoy this versus the flat one. I don't know, that's just preference. It just feels nice in hand to me. It seats up into that really nicely. And I've been shooting it for a while now, and I've come to the conclusion that it's a viable self-defense option for, in the home. It's not very cheap, but for someone who wants a 1911 and doesn't want to, pay out their ass for it, and get all kinds of bells and whistles, and this is a very good option. This gun was about $749. I got it for $749, and it was on sale. I'll admit, I was on sale, as they say. It's just a great overall gun. I mean, it did come with quite a lot of stuff. It came with 2 mags. But I got some extras, keeping this loaded mag away. But I got extras and came with 2 stainless mags. They do have the that kind of follower that I know that a lot of people don't like, but it does fall straight. It does not do that stupid tilt shit that most of them tend to do like crazy. You see, they just sit a little bit and then this goes right down. I mean, I've never had a single malfunction with this gun, and fired about 700 rounds through it. So I passed the break-in period of 500 up to 700. Still no malfunctions. No malfunctions even in the break-in period. No hiccups, nothing. This gun is very nice spur hammer, which I do enjoy. I like the way that is. This does get a little irritating at times. It's just after a long time of shooting, it might not really eat your hand or anything. Or I mean, if you have really fat hands, it might give you a hammer bite just a little bit. But I don't see that happening. Someone like me, relatively skinny hands. It works, it fits, it's comfortable. Everyone likes the 1911 grip. It just feels right in the hand. It's a viable gun. This is our semi-automatic home defense 45 caliber pistol, and it does feed hollow points. I've never had a problem with many hollow points. This is one of the Winchesters, defensive ammo. Safety's, just as good as any. Plain, not extended. Nothing's extended on this gun. This isn't a gun where you're gonna have just have a slight beveled mag well, but nothing too crazy like you see on the really expensive ones. Grips are just plain wood, or cocobolo actually. So I mean, they're nice grips, and they do have the cross cannons on them. It says Springfield Armory since 17. I can't see if it's. I believe it's 94. Yeah, I want to focus on those. Take a look at those. Very nice, and let's have a nice laser. I can't tell what kind of etching this is. Same thing, Springfield Armory since same date. Little bullet grips, plain grip screws. Never had any issue with those coming loose or anything. I think after one extended period, I had to turn maybe one just barely a quarter of an inch, because it was just the tiniest bit loose after I took it and shot like about 500 out of it at one time. It was everybody shooting it all at once, just kind of loosen those just a little bit, but never had any problems with it, not major. This assembly is the same as the other 1911. It does not have the extended guide rod. It's just a plain small GI one in there with the short spring, short trigger on it. I never had a problem with it. I like the short trigger. I know that sounds weird because everyone's like, "Oh no, I want the short trigger sucker," and you know, I want the full size with the, you know, the holes drilled in it, skeletonized, all fancy and whatnot. But I never had a problem with it. This gun versus other budget 1911s. A good thing about this one is it does have the lowered and flared ejection port. It would enhance reliability. It does have decent sights, unlike other ones that sell, you know, Milspec models, like, you know, the originals. It's very functional, you know, modernly. It's not, you know, outdated or anything. I mean 1911s aren't outdated at all, but you know, just those old GI sights would get annoying, I bet, just especially if you're actually trying to, you know, shoot far at all. Fit and finish on this gun, you know, it's not super perfect. There are maybe a couple little edges that could be more rounded, but what do you expect for a 1911 that costs that much? I mean, I got grease in there, as you can see, it's kind of leaking out, but it keeps it nice. Keeps it nice. You know, I don't see why someone wouldn't just pay the little bit more to get this in stainless, because the, you know, blued guns and Parkerized, the, you know, the finish wears, the gun can rust. Stainless is just a very good option, especially in your home defense gun. All in all, this gun is just, it's good. It's a good firearm. That's my conclusion. Auto. Oh yeah, and it does have a bead blasted finish up here to prevent, you know, glare, and it's a little more, it's brushed on the sides and the flats. It can be polished, so I mean you can get a nice polish going if you have some compound and cloth. No front slide serrations. I don't really care. I don't really do any round checks like that. Always back here. They're very nice, aggressive, not too aggressive where it's going to eat your hands, but enough to get a good grip. It's very nice. You know, you can do it with 2 fingers even. Trigger pull. Trigger pull. Minimal. I mean, a little more pressure than that, and fire. Just a little bit, and there it is. And just a little bit of creep before that it's right there, a little bit of creep, but then after that it breaks very cleanly. Never had any issues with it. Even when it got really dirty, it still fired. Another thing, I just like the look. I like the look of the old 1911. That's just another factor. All you guys who out there, to me, the skeletonized hammer, it just kind of takes away from that classic 1911 look. You know, like when you see those old pictures of like you know, like GIs in the war where they have this old spur hammer cocked back, and it just looks nice. use another mag. Alright, here we go.
It needs to be clean though. Oh, wow. Something about it, that really is. That's a lot of fun.
Springfield 1911. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and like and subscribe soon. Thanks for watching.